that's easy. Thank you. Hey everybody, welcome to Let's Talk Art. I am Amy Reshevsky and I am your host on the show today and every other show today. I just thought I'd mention that. We have a really full house tonight. I'm so excited. We have my guest, Pazit Perez, who will be on in a minute because she's going to be up front with me today. And we also have some special guests in the audience. We have Barabra Silver, who is one of our in-house artists. And we also have Katrina, Moldova, who is another wonderful artist, and she is opening a brand new gallery. So we're going to talk about that today. And my other real special guest is Andreas is here with flowers again. So everybody loves his flowers.
Thank you.
So there he is, and there's everybody. And so I'm also going to add Katrina, Pazit, that's you. And you know, we're gonna have some fun today. So Pazit's coming on, there she is, and she's our guest today. And we're gonna be talking about how to get the right exposure for an artist, and also, we have put out a bunch of questions to a lot of the artists out there, and they're asking questions, so we're going to go over them in a little bit too. And so this is really gonna be an interesting day because we're going to have a lot of conversations with everybody.
It's a full house, like a round table.
Okay, so Pazit, I know you've been on my show before.
Yes.
And also she is my gift to everything because she helps me with my promos that are absolutely amazing, and also a lot of my commercial work and things that I need to keep myself going. So I go like this to her every day.
So, well, it's a teamwork, you know,
yes.
It's a team effort. I think that when you're working with an artist, it's very important they understand it's a partnership, you know, between what they provide and what you provide. So we complement one another.
Right, and we grow together.
Absolutely. The whole goal is to grow your exposure, grow the audience. And, every artist has a different goals, but with yours, that's what we're working on.
Yeah, so we've been making a lot of changes, and you've seen some of my new commercials, and you've seen a lot of my new advertisements, and I'm also always putting something out there to invite new guests on my show. So if anybody's interested, you can just email me at amyreshevsky at Gmail or The Art of Amy Reshevsky. Also, today, because we have some special guests with us, we're going to start to open up the floor. And what I'd like to do, Pazit, why don't you just first tell us your background, and then we'll move on to the questions.
So I spent a good 20 years as a photographer, and in my latter years, I created what was called vision portraits. And in essence, I started using photography to create futures and no longer to create memories. This was a turning point in my career because I understood or discovered, photography helped me discover that we create our reality. And about 3 years later, after seeing many successes of many of my clients becoming their portraits, I've had this hunch or this guidance to go into coaching people. And so I love coaching. I work with a lot of young professionals and artists, and that's where I'm at today. And we do it very successfully. And I find that what I love is helping or working hand in hand with somebody who wants to make their dream come true.
Yes, I love that dream part.
Yes.
Yes, we're all dreamers, right?
Yeah, so you got to, dream with a plan, a dream with a strategy,
And
you
success
know?
from it.
Absolutely, and understanding how the laws of the universe work to bring it forward into our life in a much easier and harmonious way.
Great, great. Okay, let me throw up one question, and we can also open it up.
Sure.
So, one of the questions was, the biggest challenge for me is to go to the public and talk with people. I have social anxiety disorder, and it makes my exhibitions especially difficult. So how would you what would you tell them?
So I would say, if you have social anxiety, I would do one little step at a time in terms of, I would go put myself in social environments where I can start being comfortable in being socially. So it could be something as simple as going to a coffee shop, saying hello to one new person a day, something like that. Take little steps, and eventually those little steps will, you will get more and more comfortable doing that, and you'll be able to expand. So just something as simple as saying hello to somebody new every single day and putting yourself in a social environment, even if it's for a few minutes.
It's pretty hard to just walk up to somebody in Starbucks and say, "Hi, how are you?" Because they'll think there's something wrong with you.
Well, I think that's just a perception.
Yeah,
when you're friendly, my experience has been that when I'm friendly, people respond in a very friendly way. Sometimes it could just be like, "Hi, I hope you're having a great day," or "Hey, why don't you take my space in line instead of me?" It could be something like simple as that.
Right.
And so that will expand your, talking to somebody new. You could start something like that.
Yeah, I had an experience this summer. I mean, it's a little bit related, but it was more that we were driving in a takeout line. And when I got to pay, they said, "Oh, the person in front of you paid for you."
Oh, that's so sweet. I love when that happens.
and then you want to do it again, and hopefully it catches on, but. I'm sure it didn't catch on, but
it does. Some people do nice gestures, but it could be something like that, like just allowing somebody to move. Yeah, so just saying to the person in back of you, "Hey, why don't you go in front of me?" Just something as simple as that, Doing little things that are outside of your normalcy. Exactly. And that will get you
confidence.
Exactly. Until you gain the confidence to work the room. I used to be super, super shy. And so one thing that I did is I would go to networking events on my own. And I would do it on purpose, not to go with a friend, because you know what happens when you go with a friend. You stick to the friend. Right. So I did it on purpose, and the first time, I gave myself a goal to just say hi to one person and give a business card. So the first time was literally, I walked into the room, I said, "Hi, my name is Pazit," gave my business card, and ran out the door as fast as I can. But that was the first thing I did. And then I did it a few other times. And every time I would do it, I got more and more comfortable. And I challenged myself by saying, "Okay, now we're going to give the business card, and we're just going to say, hey, if ever you need my help, why don't you reach out?" So I added like a few extra words, So step by step. And eventually I was able to walk the room, within like a few months, and now today I feel
now you can do anything.
I feel super comfortable. But if you had met me a few years ago, people are like, "Really, you are shy?" I'm like, extremely. I used to be extremely shy. And artists tend to be very introvert people because we work a lot on our own. A lot of artists can relate to that. We work a lot in our studios. As a photographer, I work. I had my beautiful 1,000 square feet studio where I was mostly just me. Exactly. I was developing my talent.
Right. And a lot of artists are very shy.
Absolutely.
You learn a lot when you go to a new gallery, or if you're showing your painting for the first time in a gallery. I mean, it's like overwhelming, but time goes on.
But you need social skills. Like if you want to be an artist and you want to get known, and I think I can relate. This is why I coach a lot of artists, because my background is as an artist. So I know, like, all this, I would say, I don't say struggles, but challenges that you went through, I had the same, And so.
Okay. So another one is, sometimes I wonder why I can't be like another artist that can collaborate with brands or make a living purely from their art. Now that's a lot. You've got to be a little more mature in what you're doing to be able to put it out there, correct?
I think you have to just keep doing what you're doing. If you're an artist and you paint, and do many paintings, stick to it, if you do sculptures, do many sculptures. If you're a photographer, keep taking pictures, and then of course post your stuff. Today today is the best time to be an artist, okay? It's the best time because you don't have to go to a gallery. You can do everything from your studio, your home, you know, wherever it is that you're painting, your bedroom, for heaven's sake, you know? You know, just post your stuff on social media. Instagram is a great platform for artists. TikTok is a great platform for artists because it's a visual platform. This is why I'm saying it's a great platform. Or even Facebook. Every time you do a piece of art, put it out there. I know a lot of my clients, whether they were makeup artists, photographers, painters, that's what I tell them to do. So when you go on their feed, that's all you see is their art, and eventually creates a following. Also, a lot of artists do what's it called, behind the scenes. People want to know how it came together. People love that, so give them that, you know. As a photographer, I always used to wonder, like, how does it work, like back in the fashion scene, like how is it, you know? And I would see the chaos, you know, and once I remember filming it and I got so many hits, you know, people loved that, and they're like, more, they wanted to see that messy side of photography, not just the clean shot, you know? So let them see you when you're painting and you're messy and you're dirty and you're thinking and you're putting your paintbrush down.
Right, I know, because you've been telling me, get in front of the camera while you're working and just talk and just do that. And I'm going, well, my hair's not done, my makeup's not on. I mean, like, I have to do that, you know,
right.
so. But,
just show up.
Yeah, you just, I think just letting yourself be who you are when you're painting is probably the most perfect situation.
Yeah, you're allowing the world to come in and share an intimate moment with you.
Right.
And I think the world needs to connect, and they connect with that. Whether they're an artist or not, you might inspire somebody who's not an artist. I know a lot of artists that only discovered that part of themselves later on in life when they were able to relax. You know what I mean? When they were retired,
right.
Right. And they're like, oh my God, they picked up a paintbrush, and all of a sudden they're doing these like,
yeah, they're
beautiful,
our slate bloomers.
Yeah, there's like, it's like, oh my gosh, you know, like all this talent comes out of them.
Yes.
And I think that it's just an exploration, and not to be shy, and not wait for things to be perfect. An artist, somebody once asked me, how do you know when your work is finished, you know?
Right.
As a photographer, I just knew, like, there was a certain point after I took certain shots, I would just say, I'm done. Like, people would be like, that's it? Like, just like that? I'm like, that's it. It was intuitive, you know? I don't know if you can relate.
Oh, sure.
Just intuitive. Like, I knew I had the shot, you know? I'm like, I'm done. We're good. Let's go.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, at a certain point, you just got to move on.
Right. Okay, I have one more question.
Sure.
As an artist, self-doubt is one of the biggest challenges to face. Often I wonder if the work is good enough to be accepted. So it's the confidence that you have in your work. I mean, and it takes time, you know, to get that. Like, if you're just beginning and you show your work to somebody, and they're going to say, oh, that's nice, but they're not being honest with you, so you sort of lose your confidence. But if somebody just stops and says, oh my God, that is unreal, then all of a sudden your confidence level boosts and you want to do more.
Yes.
You know, and then if you sell a piece also, it puts you back into that swing that I'm going to do another painting because somebody liked my work. So, you know, you just keep going. But, you know.
I think confidence is something that you have to have within yourself. It's something you must build. It cannot come from the outside. And this is a big mistake that we all, you know, a lot of us have done and do, is that we get our esteem from what other people think about our art. Now, if you think your art is good enough, that's the only person who has to, you know, who has to like it. That's where confidence comes. Confidence comes from doing something over and over again, and it's something that you must develop on the inside, not the outside. If it comes from the outside, you'll be like always shaken. You'll be like a pond. If somebody says, oh my God, I love your work, you're having a good day. If somebody says, I don't like your work, you're going to think I'm not a good artist. No. The opinion of your art should not come from the outside world, should come from you. That is not to say you cannot take feedback.
Yeah, no, feedback's important.
Feedback is important. Like, you know, sometimes somebody says something, and as artists, we have to be open. And if it resonates with you, use it. But if it doesn't resonate with you, it's also okay to say, like, no, you know, reject it.
Yeah, but you know, it's also nice when you're working with a group of artists too, because I've had so much fun doing that. I mean, like, oh yeah, maybe you need a little more color there, Amy, or this or that, and it's very helpful. And or you know, you're using a different medium, and what did you do? So I love artists. They're my best friends.
Collaborations bring like so much new ideas. I remember once I had this idea to do nudes, and there's so many nudes out there, and I had this idea that I wanted to do nudes in a city. And there was this one girl that did cities in a very deconstructed way. And I reached out to her, and we ended up doing a collaboration together. Now, she never put people in a city, and I never put nudes in a city. So she loved the idea, and she was so excited. And we created some beautiful pieces that we have, and it was called Journey. So yes, definitely reach out. I think that collaborations is a way to expand yourself as an artist. Yeah. And also, I think it's fun to mix two energies together.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
So I'd like to do a commercial, but before we go to the commercial, Andres is so busy back there with creating his masterpiece. So what do you have going on there? What flowers are you working with today?
So I'm just doing a fishbowl arrangement, which is I'm doing a fishbowl arrangement, which is an 8-inch fishbowl. And then I'll put like 16 roses and 3 hydrangeas, couple of astromerias. I'm gonna put something drawing orchids and some ranunculus.
Okay,
and
so
just something for the set here.
That's gorgeous.
So when you guys do your shows, it's gonna look nice.
So as far as an artist, your creations are in here, right? So and
sometimes I could just see something and just start creating, you know?
Right. So and I know that you've been on my show before, and we've done artists' photo paintings. Like we have Barbara's behind us. So one time we did Barbara Silver. She had won the contest.
Oh yeah, I remember that piece. The white one with the blue and the black. Yeah.
The blue and the black. That was a gorgeous piece. Yeah. Yes, and anybody that you should go to Andreas' website, and it's OMG Flower Boutique, and you can see a lot of his work on there. And he's also got a commercial that we're going to show you in a few minutes.
We do everything. We also do weddings, and bar mitzvahs,
he does big parties, weddings, bar mitzvahs,
you
everything.
name it, we'll do
it. And the word OMG is major.
OMG.
OMG. Okay, so we'll be right back after the commercial, and we'll bring on the girls, and we'll have a nice open discussion. And Pazit, that was amazing what we talked about, and thank you for the questions out there, because it really means a lot to us, so we have something to work with. We love your questions. So we'll be right back.
OMG Flower Boutique is a family-owned and operated business. We specialize in custom arrangements for any and all occasions, big or small events, including weddings, birthdays, dinner parties, bar mitzvahs, etc., while offering the best prices and highest quality flowers to our customers. We offer online ordering, pickup, and delivery. For more information, go to our website, omgflowerboutique.com, or call us at 561-806-5818.
Again, and thank you for watching the commercial. Donna Lenhart, who you just saw hers, I am wearing her earrings today, and I just wanted to show them off. She will be putting a lot more jewelry on her site eventually, but her stuff is just outstanding. And hello, Donna, if you're watching today. I can't wait to see you this summer. And so today, I'd like to introduce Katrina, and tell us a little bit about what you're up to.
Okay, I'm up to a lot.
Okay. Yeah, that would help.
Hello? Yes, it's working, right?
It's green, right?
Yes, it's green.
Okay.
Okay, my name is Katrina, Moldova. I just opened a studio gallery in Boca. I had a grand opening actually on April 23rd, and some of you was invited, but you didn't came. So, but I have another event that's happening in June 5th at 6 p.m. and I'm going to curate 12 artists. So I put this together on my own. I'm pretty much a one-man show.
Oh, good.
So I have a lot of plans, a lot of ideas. I'm dreaming and I'm putting everything in my notebook, and then I follow up with all my artists to let them know what I'm doing, what I want to do, my plans, and we stay connected. So I start doing the videos with the interview of different artists, all the artists that I'm going to create on the June 5th. So I've been just going with the flow, natural, spontaneous. I've been going to see them in person, give them a couple of minutes of my time at the studio apartment, studio house, or they was coming to my studio in Boca. And it's been fun. It's been such a great journey, and I'm going to be following that for as long as I'm alive.
All right, good.
So working on getting my own YouTube channel with the videos, with the artists, with the interviews and things like that. And I know that I just hear that Freddie had some idea for me, and maybe I will work with you guys at some
Great,
point.
great.
So I'm open to anything, to any options out there. I'm a risk taker. So any opportunities, please give it to me.
Right.
I'm going to try and do my best. So I'm a perfectionist. If I promise something, I want to do it. I want to make it happen, of course. So I've been following my dream as an artist, as becoming an artist, becoming somebody important in this life. It's become my legacy. I'm doing it for my children and also for myself. The most
Of course,
important is
for
for
yourself,
myself,
right.
of course. You know, I don't want to be that person that has never existed. So we are artists and we are immortal.
Yes,
Okay,
that's right.
we are going to be there forever. We're
That's
going to
for
be on
sure.
the walls. People are going to paint us. So that's pretty much my goal.
And your
Yes.
art is spectacular also.
Thank you. Yes, I've been progressing. I started painting in 2015, and I believe we've been created in this world to create. So I've been following this for as long as I've been painting, which is 5 years now. Last year, it's become more serious to me, and it become my business, my career. I'm actually my degree is in the culinary.
Oh, really?
Baker chef.
Okay.
I never work in a restaurant, but I love to cook. So I always been passionate. And art is something that it just happened to me. I don't know where it came from. Maybe a couple of dramatic accidents in my life that happened to me, but just be independent in life, not depend on anybody is what I'm following right now. I'm building my foundation and just following my passion and heart. As I go, I learn a lot as I go. I'm a very spontaneous person, but I also like to plan ahead. I like to plan my future. And yes, that's
you sound very
I feel my
organized.
power. I feel
Yeah.
powerful. Yes.
Yeah, you are.
And of course, being connected with all of you, it's a blessing. I love new connections, and
Right.
I love being networking and socializing with people. And so, yes, I mean,
But I know we were all in a gallery together a few years back, and just the growth of seeing what
Yes.
other people were doing, and just being part of that art world. Like we mentioned a little bit ago
Yes.
about how important it is to interact with an artist.
yes,
other
Amy, in
artists.
2017 was my first opportunity to become in the gallery, part
Right.
of you guys. That's where I met you,
Right,
Barbara,
right.
Amy, Freddie, and Sean. I met you there, the Heart of the Lorry Gallery. That was my first gallery that I ever have a chance to show myself, and I had my studio number 7 lucky number. So that was kind of fun, and I felt very special about that. And I stick around with them for about 3 years. We're still friends with Dom.
Sure.
We communicate a lot, and I try to help them. I actually did a little bit of a sales for them last year,
Oh, good.
so that was great. Oh, that was this year. I'm
Who
not
knows?
sure.
COVID just took us everywhere.
Yes.
We don't know where
So,
we are.
yes. You see, I would love to work in the gallery and do the sales because I'm very good in social part of me. I'm
Right.
very good, easygoing with people.
Uh-huh.
I can, like Perez
Like
said,
Pazit, yeah.
just go and say hi, give you a business card, right? And the more you do that, the better you get. The more you practice being social, you go around people, you go to events, show yourself, look at others.
and of course learning new things. Read books. Like I'm gonna buy your book.
Thank
I'm
you.
gonna read your book. You know,
It's gonna help you.
I admire you a lot. So, and I hear everything that I'm already doing it, and I need to hear that again from somebody else.
Yeah.
And I'm so proud that I did something. I did a big step in my life. The big step in my life was this year when I opened my studio. It's about 500 square feet. It's a garage, a warehouse, but I created something that it doesn't look like a garage or warehouse.
Yeah, I've seen some pictures.
You see,
They're
so when you
beautiful.
walk in my studio, it's like, wow, whoa, whoa. I will never think about that
Yes.
something like that exists in this door.
It's your new home.
Yes, it's my new home. Yes,
home.
I spend most of my time there right now. Yes, it's been
Okay.
only 3 months since I opened a studio, a gallery. I opened my business, so I'm in business, legally. So everything is in the paper. So I'm happy. And
Can you tell everybody where you are?
It's I don't really advertise the address
address?
online on social media. I like to keep it private.
Okay.
And,
I wondered about that because I see people
Right,
saying, "Where
right,
are you?
Yes,
Where are you?"
yes, yes. So people that are interested in connecting with me or interested in seeing art of others, just to get to know me in person. I'm a very personal person. I like to get to know everyone in face. I like to look at your eyes, feel your energy, feel your soul, feel who you are as a person. You see, and reach out to me. Please send me an email, send me a text. My phone number is on, I think it's on, no, it's not an invitation, but you can send me email on Instagram or Facebook. Please, if you want to get to know me or you want to check on the art, check my art and others, which is going to be on the June 5th.
Okay, so
I'm
June
open
5th is
to-
a Saturday night.
Yes.
6 o'clock.
6 p.m., yes.
Okay. And somebody needs directions, they'll just text you.
Yes, send me a text to whoever have invitations already, which I sent tons and tons,
Okay.
about 200 invitations been sent.
Okay, good.
In person and
Oh,
via
you have some with
Instagram
you.
and Facebook. Yes, so, I'd like to be private, but I'm also open to a public. Just let me know if you're interested to come in.
Okay, perfect.
so yes.
Perfect.
So, yeah.
Okay, and then Barbara sitting over, nice and quiet today in her beautiful white outfit.
Well, I'm dealing with being mesmerized by Andreas's floral arrangement, which keeps getting more
and
and more
beautiful.
elegant, Andreas. So congratulations, because as a fellow artist, I see your total involvement with what you're doing. In spite of the fact that the studio is packed here, you still are all in it, all on it. And
I'm not a
I'd
shy
like-
person, so it's okay.
What's that?
I'm not shy, so it's okay.
And as far as everything that, Pazit, you are so welcome in this community. I think, if I may say so, that a number of artists feel like they're split in half. They want to paint, they want to progress and be in their craft, but the other side of them is, I got to promote myself. I have to promote myself. So we kind of all have this line down the middle of trying to be two personalities at the same time.
Very hard.
And I think most artists would agree that if they had their druthers, they would just be in the studio.
Absolutely.
But in today's world, to your point, though it's very advantageous to have TikTok and Instagram, etc., still in all, one would be thrilled if magically, people were just drawn to you.
Yes. And
They have to discover you. I mean, look at Justin Bieber's story. What did he do? Posted a video, and eventually somebody big was drawn to him. But he had to still express his music.
Yes.
It had to be seen. I think today we have such a big leverage. Social media connects us not just to our city, but to the world. To the world. I mean, he was in Toronto. Somebody saw him from LA. You know what I mean? Like, he did it from his bedroom. So I'm just saying that.
Pazit, if I can just add to that.
Yeah.
Sometime last week, I think there was a very interesting article in the New York Times about a gentleman. His name is something like, please don't make me wrong if you hear this, Zermer or Zwermer. And what he's doing is he's starting a website directly with galleries.
Oh.
And he is representing about 100 artists a month from various galleries, very prestigious upscale galleries, but not the artist directly, which goes to show how the purchasing pattern of art is constantly changing.
Absolutely. it is.
Absolutely, and I think also a lot of artists noticed last year with COVID and galleries being closed and Art Basel being canceled.
Exactly.
They, not just artists were hit. Don't get me wrong, but because we're talking about art, I think that if you sat back and you looked at everything that happened in the world, something inside you must have said, I have to have another venue. If COVID happens and shuts the world down, what is one way where I can still thrive? And really, that was social media, because everybody was home. Everybody has a phone. Turn your light on, you could still paint. And you could still be, although the world disconnected on the outside, you could have still been connected to the world from your own space. And I think that there's a lot of value with that. And that artists today, the ones that are going to succeed are the ones that understand that it's a new world. Even pre-COVID, the whole internet world, there was a lot of resistance. It reminds me back in the day when digital cameras came out. I started on film. And when we wanted to change the digital camera, I remember my colleagues or my photographer colleagues would say, oh, you're not a real artist because you take digital photos. Like, hello, I'm the first one with a 1 meg Kodak camera that was like 10 grand, like, I don't know about you, but I think I'm doing great, And so they had the whole thing was that they had transition shakes people. But as artists, we understand that transition is part of growing ourselves. And if you're not willing to go with the growth, the ones that will achieve the success and the visibility and the exposure that they want. So social media is here. It's not going away. And if you want to leverage and if you want people to know you, listen, just post your art out there. Somebody will reach out. Someone somewhere will see you or will fall in love with what you do.
But you have to be constant at it.
You must be consistent. Listen, posting one photo a month is not going to get you anywhere. But if you look at anyone that has such a big following, look at the profile. You could tell she's a photographer. You could tell she likes acrylic. You could tell, you could see, because that's all their feed is about. If you like jewelry, my makeup artist, all you see is like eyebrows, new makeup, new eyelashes,
Right.
So when I want makeup, right away, like even if I didn't know her, when I came to Florida, I didn't know too many people, and I hired a photographer. How do you think I found her? Social media. I saw her profile. I saw she was a match, and I reached out to her. And
I think also, in addition to that, people like Amy having this fabulous radio show, and Katrina showing her support for other artists, that is also fabulous. And
Absolutely.
We were just speaking privately, and we were saying that artists supporting artists is a
Yes.
very big part of it. It all kind of comes back to you, don't you think?
I think so. I think
absolutely.
community is very important, but community has stretched itself beyond the physical, beyond the physical contact. Today, I have friends all over the world that I haven't even met, but we connected, because they like my art, because
same here. Right, yeah.
So today I have friends that I haven't met yet, but I have friends all over the world, and I think that we must be open to this idea of expanding ourselves further than our cities. This whole geolocation is finna. Like
It doesn't matter where we are.
Yeah, it doesn't matter where you are anymore.
know.
Exactly.
I want to add to it as well. For 5 years, I've been supporting everyone that is local, Palm Beach, Miami, or Fort Lauderdale, or Boca Raton. I've been constantly going to every event, every art show, even at the Corona, when the Corona hit, right, the pandemic.
Yeah.
Wearing a mask, I've done many shows. I went to the convention center in Palm Beach. I did,
Yes.
and I met a lot of new artists, So I don't stick with the social media all the time. I'm kind of more of the traditional way. So I like to go and be interrupted with the
Absolutely.
people
Well,
you need to
in
interact.
in
Well, you gotta
natural
mix.
ways.
So you learn from
Meaning,
that.
bring your business card, get their business card,
Right.
look at their art. Yeah, so
Right.
there's still opportunity and options there. Even
Oh,
that
for
they
sure.
tell you not to go outside, wear a mask, get the vaccines, right? You still have those little places or big places that are still open. They work it out, they get it, they make it happen to be open for public. to wear a
100%,
mask, right?
yes.
I'm so glad we're
Yes.
out of the masks now.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so nice.
I think you're right. I mean, we're human beings. At the end of the day, we still need connections. But I'm just saying, you're not limited to just that anymore. That's what I'm trying to say. Is that we can expand ourselves beyond that. Look at you. You're going to Dubai, you were saying, or Were we saying you were going to meet your other fellow artists that create? You were just saying you're traveling somewhere, no?
No, I'm not traveling. No, I've been going to different convention centers and shows, events.
Oh, when you opened
to
your show, you
support-
were saying for your art or something.
No, I'm
No?
doing here, everything in here in
Oh,
Boca Raton.
everything is
That's where
local.
my gallery is, my studio, yes.
Right.
But eventually I'm planning to travel, do a little traveling when a couple of things will settle.
Yeah.
Yes, definitely. I would like to go some Italy or Germany. I have a Germany. My aunt lives in Germany, so definitely. And of course, I'm Russian and Moldovan. That's where Moldova comes from.
Right.
My last name, yes. Which is artistic last name. Okay.
Very nice.
Yes,
Yeah.
and so I'm planning on doing some exhibitions, which I have actually a big project is coming up in October, and that's going to be happening at the Palm Beach Art, Antique, and Design Showroom. It's a 25,000 square
Wonderful.
feet, and I have a space reserved there in October. And hopefully after that show, that will be a Katrina Moldova Art Fashion Exhibition of 2021. It's going to be happening in October with 20 models.
That's
19
beautiful.
models, and I'm going to be the 20th.
Yay.
We're all going to be wearing
Oh, it's beautiful.
bodysuits that I'm going to be painted.
Oh, my goodness.
They're all going to be holding my art, and I'm going to be also perform, and we're going to build a runway. I mean, it's going to be fabulous. It's going to be
Sounds
fantastic.
very exciting.
So good.
Yes,
I'll
yes,
send
that's
an
going to be in
invitation.
October.
Yeah, we
Please.
can-
Oh, yes, yes.
I'll bring the
It's gonna be
cameras.
big.
We'll bring the
so
cameras.
a lot of investment is going to be happening
Awesome.
into that
Very
exhibition.
nice.
Yes, and hopefully, if somebody going to see me, I might get into Art Basel, and hopefully, with that show that I'm planning on doing, it's going to be big, and I can travel like Las Vegas, New York, all the California, all those artsy places.
She'll put us in her
states,
suitcase,
Yes,
Amy.
yes. Speaking of a suitcase,
Definitely.
we have a beautiful arrangement finished by Andres. Do you want to bring it up
Yeah,
here?
I was going to ask you that. You want me to bring it up there?
Oh, I'd love to have it here, yeah.
What was the inspiration for today?
I think it's all the
Nothing
gorgeous
really.
women in this room.
I just wanted. There was no picture in particular. Just wanted to make something
Yeah, we
for
didn't have a photograph today.
for the place. So then for the rest of the week, you know.
But you know, it works with,
Oh, look how
with your
beautiful.
painting, Amy, behind you
and
very
the green
nicely.
water.
You got it.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
The water's not green. It's just a leaf.
the
Oh, that's the
Yeah.
leaf that goes
Yeah.
around.
Exactly.
beautiful.
Oh, that is terrific.
So just something for the studio, you know.
Wow. And Dawn is wearing this color today, so when she sits here tomorrow on her show, she's going to be thrilled. Or we'll get her
Oh,
to
it's
wear the
absolutely
orange
stunning.
again.
And it goes beautifully with your painting
Yeah, I was just
behind
saying,
you,
just
too.
a
Oh,
compliment.
yes, and also yours,
It
Barbara.
actually matches that painting a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, it
I
really,
think
really
you slammed
does.
it again, Andreas.
Thank you. Thank you.
Absolutely stunning.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you for having me here.
Yeah, so this has been a really wonderful show, and I love being able to have the communication with everybody. And Pazit, you're my angel.
Thank you.
And also Jaron is here, my nephew, he's over there. Hi, Jaron. Just wanted to mention that you came up today. That was really special, and I'm wishing you a lot of luck with your opening again and your career. And Barbara and I are going to be on the road a little bit this summer, so we
Yes.
might be doing something together. Who knows? We'll work on something. And I really enjoyed today. But next week, I have Jill Sneidman coming on, and she is an amazing photographer. So, and that would be my first photographer, I think, that besides you, of course.
Yeah. Well, no, she does landscapes and nature.
Landscapes and
right?
nature.
Yeah. So anybody who's into landscape and nature, it's beautiful. I've seen her work.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a question,
Sure.
Perez. Would you be interested in going back into photography?
I still do it very, very exclusively.
Because I'm interested.
Oh, you are?
Yeah,
Yes, I can definitely. I do it very, very exclusively. So yes.
Well, I guess we'll talk later.
Absolutely, we'll talk.
Yeah, all the artists talk.
Yes.
That's what we do. We communicate. So everybody have a very artful week, and you can check out my website at anytime, amyrashevsky.com, and I look forward to having a wonderful week and seeing you next week. So have a great time.
Thank you,
Thank you,
guys.
Amy.
Thank
Bye.
you.
So much fun.